I'm Nalani.
I'm Beata. And
we did this.
And your name?
Stand up now.
Yeah.
1 million rising.
We did this as teenagers because we want to take control of our future. We are the next generation, and we want to make a change because we don't want to live through that. No woman, no one deserves to go through pain, physical abuse, verbal abuse. No one deserves any of that, and I wanted to stand up now.
Yeah.
That's your message too.
But I hope everybody got the message.
Yeah, and you guys are not alone. There are people who support you. You're supposed to go out and ask for help. You're never alone. Never, ever, ever.
Welcome everyone to Stand Up Now for 1 Billion Rising here in Las Vegas. This is really fantastic. This is the first time that I'm doing this presentation because I'm very passionate about it. And I was going to join other groups to put my word in, to give my voice, and to stand up for women. I was talking to my granddaughter and her friends, and I was telling them what I wanted to do, and they really wanted to be involved. And they said, we want to do it. So of course, being the person that I am, I said, okay, let's do it. So we're recording this so that everyone out there knows that here in Las Vegas, we're very passionate about stopping violence against women, against children, against men. Whoever it is, it's so important that we make everyone aware. Because we do not educate everyone, it'll be a time when they get into that situation is when they want to resolve it. I'm just saying that from experience. I know that I had one person that I was speaking with, and while he was in the middle of abuse with his parent, it was just getting to the point where he could not handle it anymore. And I have both male and female that always come to me and ask me, how do they handle it? And you know what? I don't have all the answers. Because when you're in the middle of it, you just don't know all the signs of what abuse looks like. It could be date rape, it could be bullying, it could be, arguments among siblings. And when this person came to me, he was just so sad because he said, well, I'm supposed to be the man of the house, and I don't know how to handle this, but my parent keeps attacking me through words, through different ways of violence. So how do we identify, how do we educate our young ones what violence is without stepping over the boundaries of giving them information to where they can say, well, you touched me and it's violence. It's educating to ensure that our children of the future, they're our future. I don't want to go into what happened to me because I know that when I was in the middle of abuse, I thought it was part of my culture. I thought it was something normal. I thought when I went into a relationship, I thought that's the way it was supposed to be. When I had a reaction to different triggers, different ways of how someone communicated to me through yelling or screaming, I thought that was normal. So how do we educate the world? Because you know what? When I went out there to tell everybody about 1 billion rising, about coming together to make this happen, they had no clue what abuse was all about. They had no clue that there's violence or this kind of violence that actually can happen. It's not going to happen to me, is what usually people say. It will never happen to me. Abuse, violence, mutilation, using any type of weapon on a woman is not acceptable. And the more I look into this, I find that there are so many people who say, well, it's not going to happen to me, so I don't need to know about it. It's never happened to me, so I don't really need to know about it. Is this really happening? In fact, I had one gentleman who was on Facebook, and he was private messaging me saying, how can this dancing really heal anybody? What is the purpose of doing this? Really? Not everybody's violated. How do you answer that unless you've been through it? And how would you really recognize it when somebody's getting beaten or really manipulated in the middle of a mall? I was walking in the mall and I was watching this boy and this young girl, and they were talking, and I saw the manipulation that he was doing in the middle of the mall. And they were 15, maybe the boy was 17, and manipulation. That's all part of what we're talking about here tonight. So I am so glad that you're here to make this happen tonight. And it's not just because of my heart's desire, but I know it was Nalani's desire, Beata's desire, and Trinity, 3 teens from Quest Academy High School who got really passionate about their future. They are our future. Imagine that. What we are passing down to them as a legacy. And they're taking the baton and taking the next step. And I'm excited about that. And I will continue to do this until whenever. Because I want more children. I want more adults. I want more men to understand what this really means. Because everyone was saying, oh, it only happens in other countries. It only happens in other cultures. Not true. I have experienced where some of that violence was done upon me in a relationship here in the United States. So how do we stop that? How do we get our children and everyone who have no idea of what abuse is or violence or acts of misconduct upon a human body? Doesn't matter what age. It happens from the time they're infants to they're maybe 100 years old. We know that. So without further ado, I want to bring on someone that I've known for such a long time. She was a guest on my radio show, What Compels You, on Insights for the Soul. And I also know her on a personal level. She's a retired police officer with Las Vegas Metro Police Department, a domestic violence detective. So I want to make sure that I get that title in there because I know she's had a lot of training on this. But some of the things that she shared with me about violence, about bullying, about domestic violence, where it can go, it just amazed me. So let's go ahead and welcome Tamia Dow.
First off, I want to say, it is not your fault. This is very important that you understand that. It is not your fault. You are worth it. You are smart. You can do anything you put your mind to. And do not let another person who says they love you convince you of anything less. If you are in a relationship with someone right now that you believe loves you, yet they don't give you the freedom to be you, to come and go as you please. Because if you are over 18 years old, folks, you have the freedom to come and go as you please. Even within a married relationship. It's by agreement that you don't do things, not by emotional captivity. So I'm speaking to you out there. I have an idea that this is speaking to a lot of the audience right now, so this is why I led with that. I worked for 23 years with the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department. I've worked all the streets of Las Vegas. I've done domestic violence my entire career, and right before I left, I worked 7 years specifically in the arena of domestic violence, stalking, and issues related to family crimes. I am speaking to everyone out there to let you know you are worth it. I love this song, I love this dance, I love what it says. It says rise. And what I want to let you know is there is help out there. There is hope in this world. You are not alone out there. I'm looking at my audience here, and it's filled with beautiful men and women of all ages that have come out today to support this cause. And I know that there are 1 billion other men, women, and children all over the world that are standing in agreement on this cause. No one should have to be abused. No one should have to be touched inappropriately. No one should have to be sold like a piece of meat by someone that they love. No one should have to be forced to do anything they do not want to do. So here today I'm saying to you, and I'm crying out right now to all of my other colleagues throughout the world, law enforcement. I've had the opportunity over the last year since I've been retired to go to Bangladesh, to the UAE, Dubai, and Abu Dhabi. I've gone to Uganda, and I've also gone to South Africa. So when Charmaine stood up here and spoke about the power of dance, every time I went to one of those places, it was part of the cultural acceptance of when you came in, you broke bread, you had food, and you danced. And if you didn't get up and dance, you offended your host. You know why? There's release in dance. So this is most awesome that they have this dance, and I hope it breaks out just like the electric slide, where everybody goes wherever they are, and they just go, hey, let's dance! And they just start dancing, you know, and everybody knows the steps, because it's empowering. The techniques in this dance are so empowering. The looking up. When I would sit down with a person who had been the victim, which I don't really like that word, yet unfortunately when they come to me, they have to become the victim of some type of a family crime. And I would look them in their face, and their heads were like this. Because many of my audiences, we spoke earlier today, told me, because your esteem was sucked away. The woman is the most powerful being on this planet. The woman is the creator of life. Yes, she does need someone to help her with the creation, yet the nurturer and the carer and the one who raises men and women is the woman. So we need our women to hold their heads up, and this is what I would say to them when they came in is, look up. Look up. You are not at fault. It is not your fault. So here's what I'm saying to you right now. Be encouraged and know that there is hope. There are people who love you. You just need to reach out. Contact if you need the police. Contact if you need a counselor. Contact if you need a shelter. Reach out. Stand up. Don't be silent. Let's stop this worldwide violence against women. Thank you.
wonderful. So what we're going to do right now is that we're going to run the, well, let's go ahead and have the girls come up. And let's go ahead and start.
Here, and they're going to dance, and everybody who wants to join in, please go ahead and stand on that side and have everybody dance. And it's not about how right we do it, it's self-expression, as you can see. There's supposed to be one more girl. So you're going to dance too, Seneca? Okay. So we're going to...
But you're not going to film us, right?
Huh? Yeah, we're going to... Yes. Yes. Go up the door and back there.
Well, that's not inside the
So Cameron can get some of them?
Yeah. I'll keep it up there on you guys.
More for instance,
truth. Hey! I'm so honored for all of you to take your time to be here to stand up, because it's so important that the world knows that we are active here. We, the women, are active here, that we have a voice to make a difference. And when we speak up, we speak for generations. We heal now, we heal the past, and we heal the future. So thank you so much for celebrating, because this is the celebration for me, because I got to dance with you as women, as human beings, and also what a wonderful opportunity for me to be with our future, the teens, the 5-year-old. What a voice Las Vegas has set, and it is now out into the universe.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you. Before we end, I want to say, let's thank Austin Rother. He did a fabulous job to come out here and sign for us. Because now we will touch those who cannot hear.
Yes.
We will touch for those who cannot speak. They might be able to see, and that might be the only vehicle that they have to be able to say, I am alive, I am a woman, and it takes one by one by one. So stand up.